Hello everybody and welcome back to Chrono Trigger, and this is part 19. And so we had just got transported back to 65 million BC, the prehistoric era. So right now, during this time, Ayla is now wanting to go to end this war with the Reptite, so she wants to go to the chief here to get pretty much permission to go use some pterodactyls to, you know, fly over there, because it's kind of impossible to get there on foot. Well, I mean, it's very hard to get there on foot if you want to realistically look at it, but it's much easier to do it by pterodactyl. So Ayla, like I said, Ayla is just trying to get permission to use the pterodactyl here. I think it's named let's see, Dactyl, D-A-C-T-Y. I don't know. I can't remember the spelling. There it is. Dactyl. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I'm pronouncing it wrong, then whatever. So Ayla will go ahead and go up by herself on top of the mountain, while we had to go up there and actually see that. So it's not like it could have like just cut past to all that, but whatever. You know, padding, but you know, just doing a padding on just fighting your way up there. But anywho, so what I'm going to be doing while I'm going up there is I'm actually going to be swapping out some characters here and there. Because at this point in time, I do have some abilities now that I didn't bother to, like, you know, put the right people in my party to activate the double and maybe even a triple technique. And, so, also, by the way, I'm actually going to be pretty much cutting out a lot of battles in this video here. Pretty much all of them except for a boss battle that comes up later at the end of the video. That's the only one that you'll see, really. So, when you do see me come to the, I don't know, the experience part of the battle there, it's because either someone is learning, it's usually someone learning an ability and getting probably a dual and maybe a triple technique. So right there, Robo learned something, and we are now able to do the Max Cyclone, which is kind of like it. The way that works is that it's based on where Robo is sitting, and it has a kind of a large area, but the thing is, it has to be dependent on where Robo is at, but it does have a large area. So, but anyway, so we get this Mesomail, and I actually put that on Frog, and then I just kind of go down the line of recycling it to somebody else, and then that person that got rid of their equipment goes to somebody else, like this right here. So now everybody is just about caught up, I guess. So then, it's not really that far to get up to where Ayla is. So this right here, I think I swapped out for Frog, and we just automatically learn Blade Toss. That's kind of similar. I think that's similar to like Chrono's slash ability, but it's just you know, Robo and Frog just throwing Frog around in a straight line. So we will be getting our, I guess you can call them our first flying vehicle, because I mean, it doesn't allow us to go everywhere, you know, on any of the maps there. It's not like we can take it through time. So it's only in this era that we can use them. And then once we get our permanent flying thing there, that will kind of like get rid of their sprite to where we can't board them anymore. At least I don't think so. I don't think they show up anymore. So Ayla is like, okay, yeah, I could probably use my friend's help to go and deal with the situation. So right now, I am going to, like I said, I will be swapping out here and there. Eventually, it'll get to a point to where nobody is learning anything, and it'll just be like a waste of time. It's like swapping out. But it's good to see if something comes about. And this is where we're supposed to go. Just land on top of the little rock thing there. And that's how you get up into here. So I'm going to heal up and save, and then we're going to continue on. We're not done just yet. We're going to go inside this little lair right here. The Chrono lair. Now that right there, I was like, wow, I'm surprised that monkey thing just went right through me and didn't like activate a battle or anything. That was kind of weird. So right now, Ayla is going to be learning some stuff relatively quickly because this place does give quite a bit of tech points. Probably about like between 10 to like 15, maybe 18 actually. But this battle here, just enough to get her Rolo ability there, and so that also gives and Crono is about to learn his Lightning 2 ability, and Frog there is going to be learning his next one there, that Leap Slash, and we will be getting some of them there, and eventually we'll be getting some interesting dual and triple abilities here. So we go through down this way to rescue Kino. So there's Chrono's Lightning 2. So now I'm swapping out for Luca. And I believe with Luca, I'm not sure if it's just yet. There is a point to where Luca and Ayla learn like this flame technique, and but I think at this point I switched to Frog here because he's about. I wanted to put him in there so he could learn the Leap Slash there. So it's always good to actually constantly look at all your characters there to see if maybe they'll be trying to learn a new technique or something like that, because then if you have them in your party, do some battle, kind of grind a little bit for the tech points there and get that learned, because then that opens up for more combo techniques there. So Ayla is telling Kino here that she's here to actually end this this war against between the Reptites and them, and so we'll see here that Kino will actually point us to the other mouth that we didn't go through. Not that we needed him to show us that, because I mean it's right there. It's not like a secret. We get a little mid-ether in there. So I guess it's just a thing to where Kino is the one that opened up the little mouth right there, because he's the one that opens that. I don't think you can open that any other means. So now we got to go down this way. And the thing is that it might be best to not actually hit these buttons here, because later down the road, you come up to another thing where there are buttons, and when you press them, it's from those guys that were above there. So it's kind of best to either just deal with them right now or whatever. So we learned Slurp Kiss, and I think the other one was like Bubble something. But that Slurp Kiss is actually really good. It actually heals quite a bit. And this room right here, this has a little gimmick here to where certain tiles actually transport you to different areas. And it can get a slight confusing on where to go, but the best thing to do is to actually just you'll see, just kind of do just use my little method here. I actually speed up the little thing here in just a moment, right here. And right here is that was a revive, and this is me trying to find the one to get up to the upper right treasure chest there, and it's actually right. You'll see it. You'll see. It's on the left side there, and the lower left there. If you walk like to the right after getting over there, see right here, and then you walk to the right, and there you go. That's how you get to that. And so you don't fiddle around with all that. So I give that to. I believe I give that to. I believe I give that to Robo. Or maybe I give it to maybe I give it to Chrono. But yeah, I don't know. I think I do eventually just get it to Chrono. I think, or no. Oh, okay. Just seeing if I can recycle any of it, and nope. So then we get this little battle right here, and we skip it, and so then we learn some the leap slash there. And then the spire, that's with Chrono and Frog there. That's a thing to where Frog stabs an enemy with his sword, and it looks like he has it, like, you know, stuck in there, and then Chrono uses his lightning ability to actually hit the sword, and it kind of does a kind of like a lightning hit, like a lightning rod. So there's that flame kick I was talking about earlier with Luca and Ayla. So now I switch to, I believe I switched to have Meryl in the party there. Yep. And I see if maybe this is the thing. I keep seeing if I can learn a new technique here, and this right here is almost like a move like 2 inches, and then like I fight another you know, like enemy. But so no, that's not for nothing, because then that way it gives me time to figure out what I need to do to, you know, get certain techniques there, because then that way I don't waste my time later on. This right here, the right switch opens the mouth, and this actually opens the center path, and then that actually, don't hit that one, that actually does the enemies from above. So get nothing from that, just the experience there. So Ayla, just 1 point. So this next battle right here, she'll be getting that, and actually she, Chrono and, yeah, we'll get the Volt Bite. That's Ayla and Chrono. Ayla and Chrono. That will actually be very useful later in the boss fight that's coming up soon. I'll explain that once we get to it. It will be coming up here once we get into once we go up into the center door here that we just opened up. So now I switched to these guys. There's an ability between these three characters right here. It's called Twister, and it's actually very useful for the end boss there. But it's you know, I mean for this section of the game. I mean, not like at the very end of the game. I mean, but, so nothing there. So then I switched. Well, actually, I switched to Luca, but then get to this guy. This guy is going to be a little, I guess, a mini boss. And I actually switched to have Frog in my party because the Slip Kiss will actually be very handy for. Or no, I do Frog. I do Frog. I was thinking for a second there I did Morrow, but no, I do Frog because that ability is, I think it's slightly better than the Aura Whirl, but I'm not sure. So, and you just talk to this guy, he just says that Ayla is in the back there, but once you try to go up the little doorway, then he interrupts you. So this is sort of reminiscent of the other Chrono looking dude that we fought earlier that had almost, his name was, yeah, Nisbel. And this is Nisbel the second. And as you may or may not know, dinosaurs are vulnerable to electricity, and it stuns them. So what I would do is have Ayla and Crono just spam the crap out of Volt Bite, because that does the electricity and it does the normal attack. And it basically makes him vulnerable, and when he does release the electricity from it, I mean it hurts, but you can just use Frog and Ayla to just to cure everybody, like I'm just gonna do right here. Probably, maybe not. I do the heal, but yeah, I eventually figured out that the Volt Bite is the best option to do because it actually deals a lot of damage. Eventually, like at first it won't do any damage, but then each time you hit him, his defense keeps going down and down and down, and that's what the electricity does. Is it takes down his defense power. So if you keep doing the Volt Bite each time, then it actually really hurts him in the end, and it will actually go really quickly. And you'll see right here. At first, it won't do that much, but then the next time I do it, it will do actually I think like over 1,000 points. Might even do 1,000 points right now, but let's see. So right now it does. Okay, so it does that. So it's pretty good. So everybody needs some healing. So the next thing you want to do is probably do the Volt Bite again like I do here, and then I do the heal for Frog there, so then that way I get everybody up there, which actually does a decent amount of, you see that? And you just keep doing that each time, you'll actually do very decent damage. And Frog's heal ability, I mean, at his level right now with his magic amount that he has there, it does pretty good. So I believe the dragon would be over here, I think, in the next 1 or 2 times that I hit him. Alright, yeah, it looks like another minute here that he'll be. And he does release the electricity that he gets shocked with, but it doesn't. As long as you have like, I don't know, like a little bit over 200, you'll be fine. Like 250 maybe. But here I do the Slip Kiss, which does quite a bit. I think it is like, yeah. I'm not sure if there's a triple technique with eventually, you'll be able to swap out Chrono. And if you have Ayla, I wonder if there's a thing with Ayla, Marl, and Prog to have like it would be nice to have a very super heal thing there. Kind of be overpowered. I don't think that's a thing, but I do know there is a. I think there's a thing with I believe it's Chrono, Meryl, and Robo, and they can do a re-revive ability, triple technique, and it comes in handy later. But anyway, so that's Nizbel the second, and so after this, I will be going back to that save point, and I will be healing, and I will be saving. That will be the end of this video here, and we'll be getting to the rest of the prehistoric era stuff here, so we'll see you next time. So anyways, that's the end of this video here. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and also follow me on Twitter, and I will catch you guys in the next video, so peace.